Alright everybody, welcome back. In this video we're just going to talk very briefly about how we find the rate of change from a table of data. We're using this when we know that we have a linear data table. So in order to do this, to find the linear rate of change from a table, what we'll do is we'll pick any two rows from the table and we'll calculate the slope using those coordinates. The right column of the table is going to go up in the numerator and the left column is going to go down in the denominator. Also, I say here, it isn't a terrible idea to repeat this process again, choosing at least one other point in order to verify that the table represents a linear function. So let's take a look at this first table. Find the rate of change from the table given below. I'm going to pick any 2 points. So I will pick the first point here, kind of boring, and I'm going to pick the second point here. So I'm going to pick the first 2 points. And I'm going to set up a slope formula. So first I'll use the yellow highlighted point, and I'm going to put 14 up in my numerator and 4 down in my denominator. And then I'm going to take the green point. I'll put 5 up in my numerator and 1 down in my denominator. And then I'm going to subtract these. I get 9 over 3, or 3 for the slope. That is the rate of change of the data in this table. Now again, I said, let's repeat it just to verify. Let me pick one of the other points. I'll still use 1, 5, and this time I'll use 826 as well. So again, I put my y's up in my numerator, and my x's in my denominator. And we get 21 over 7, which again is 3. And so we feel pretty good about the fact that this is a linear rate of change and that rate of change is 3. Do I have to do that last blue calculation? No. But like I said, if I don't know if a table is a linear set or not, I'm going to do that just to kind of verify that it is linear. Alright, let's move on to the next example here. Jasmine recorded the length in centimeters of her pet lizard at various points in time during the month. If the lizard grew the same amount each month, what is the monthly rate of change in the lizard's length? So again here I'm going to pick 2 values from my table. Now in this context I see some decimal values in there, some potential ugliness in my calculations or my answers. Of course we can overcome all of that, but if you don't like working with decimals, we can make the choice to use these 2 points from our table in order to do the calculations. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Length up in the numerator and my month in the denominator. Do the calculations and I end up with 12 over 8. Which, if you need to, we'll go ahead and do 12 divided by 8. Then we get 1.5. So the slope is 1.5. Now, we want to, in an application problem dealing with rate of change, we want to answer the question with the appropriate units. So we're asked, what's the monthly rate of change in the lizard's length? It is 1.5. Okay. And then our units are going to be centimeters per month. Again, our slope formula is right-hand column over left-hand column. And so when we're writing our units for a rate of change, it's always going to be whatever the units are in the right-hand column over whatever the units are in the left-hand column. Alright, that's the end of this video. See you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day.